Enemy contacts incoming. Oh, there is a lot this time. Holy crap. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Empyrion 1.10, where we are heading across to the Inferno Club. It's gonna probably be a bit of a jumping around episode because I'm gonna jump us over the Inferno Club fairly quickly, and we're gonna probably pick up those large generators for usefulness, and we're probably gonna go back and pick up all the stuff we left on Akua. So, with that, let's get straight over to the Inferno Club. Okay, and here we are approaching the Inferno Club. En route, I did decide to make some ammo for my turrets, which I actually don't remember if I switched back on. I didn't. I should probably switch them back on. And as a tip, if you ever want to know what ammo you need, it is here in ammunition, and you can manage that straight away and go to the ammo container. Whoop, we need to hit the brakes. Or like Space Inferno Club or something, indeed. So, we need to park up here. Do be careful because there are sometimes drones around, and I have been shot by drones before while parking at this base, which is why I bothered to top up my ammo. I need to go up here, don't I? I'm forgetting how to move around my own ship. I should mention as well that there has apparently been an update which has unlocked some of the stuff. Has unlocked some of Omicron, but unfortunately it doesn't affect my save at the moment because my save is, well, the save beforehand, and you have to have a new save for it to take effect. I heard the captain really likes to tell the bridge officers to engage. I can understand why. Can we talk to you? No, you just have an arrow above your head. Right, you sir, let's talk to you. He will just sell me stuff. So, I need to speak to the club manager. Now, the club manager, I don't believe you can actually access the things in the toilets. And now we've got double gravity and you can't get up here. Oh no! Now, there's two ways around this if you have this. One is you're in space, use your jetpack. Two is you can actually remote into your ship, which we could do by going here and go into the control panel, remote into our ship. We can even turn it off, which is a good thing to do if you end up stuck outside your SV. You can turn it off and it will drop out of the sky if you can't get up to your SV. Or we could just go here and go to the grav gen and we can turn it off. And then we'll find we can go up the stairs. So that always works quickly. And then, yeah, I don't think we can oh no, we can access these without upsetting people. Let's grab the antibiotic pills. Let's go in the ladies and do the same. They had indigestion tablets too. Yeah, very good. Alright, these guys, none of these will speak to you. We need to go over and speak to this guy, the club manager. Welcome to the club. I am Club Manager Slick. I've been messaged by Brewmaster Ill about your engagement in our most recent release. Please make yourself comfortable. Your suit will be upgraded to VIP status, and you have already been added to our lifetime VIP list. Happy days. Please check with the bartender downstairs for a taste of the best-selling totally overpowered root beer. May I ask if your venerable crew will be attending as well? My crew? Never mind. Do enjoy your stay. I'll do my best. And this is the first hint you get that there has been other people like you here. And these other people like you would be your crewmates. But, you know, we didn't find them. Exactly, IDA. Did that life form just say your crew? Yes, it did, but let's get beer. Hey, like I told the last squid head. No credit, no... And he goes, ah, VIP status. Oh, okay. Nice. Ah, it's you! Please excuse my harsh words, but we have had some trouble lately. So, here you are. 1 anniversary best-selling totally overpowered root beer made possible thanks to your efforts, as I heard from my colleagues in the distillery. Usual day's work. Sounds like these are everyday missions for you and your crew. My crew? Oh, sorry, just noticed the insignia on your collar. Been a while, though. Details, please. Let me rethink. Happened a few months ago. He's going to tell you a bunch of guys came in, had a bit of a fight with some Zirax, and things got a bit crazy. And that was about it. And he hasn't seen anything since. And that's about it. Yes, one of them was named Alex. And we're just going to skip through that. If you want to read it, you can pause it. So there's a decoding message. Agent Kezel. Hello, my friend. Where are you speaking from? Seems to be a party going on. Am I not invited? Enjoy, but do not rest too long. I have heard word from my organization due to your excellent performance in this mission helping Top regain their beer recipe. They have chosen to give you more information of the matter of Operation Phoenix. I'm glad to hear it, but I felt like the mission was like a test set up for me. Just so. I hope you don't mind. Bear with us. We need to make sure that we trust those are not imposters and are up to the challenges the organization might throw at them. In any case, if you want to know more about Operation Phoenix, go to Sienna, the snow planet, we've been there, in this system, and you will find the wreckage of the UHC Titan. Yes, I was careful to avoid that while I was there. It was shot down in the battle, the rival so-called Operation Phoenix fleet. Another test? Absolutely not. So it says, your organization badly wants to recover a few logs, blah 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 blah. Yep, that's our next job. We'll go. So we get another epic drill, which is nice because we'll put that one in storage just in case we need another epic drill. So we will, I need a weapons and ammo. Yes, I have a weapons and ammo. There we go. So we'll chuck that in there. We'll put that one in there as well. That will be good. And we need to go to... Why did the mission not start? That's interesting. The mission probably won't kick off until you go to Sienna. That sometimes happens with these mission logs and mission kickoffs. They sort of don't seem to do anything, and then it basically says, good news, blah blah blah, this mission will be activated by the game. So this will come location Sienna Elion star system. So this will be kicked off automatically when we enter Sienna. But for now, I will nip by the wreckage and pick up some generators, and I am gonna nip by Akua in the process and land and pick up the stuff we left behind. Okay, so here we are coming back in over Akua. Now, before finishing in the Omicron system, I did pick up an asteroid's worth of Promethium, which should keep us in power for a long time. Along with the ice and the water we'll be able to pick up, because we know we already have some water available. We'll have plenty of resources. We're processing some cobalt. I had in a short hop. We'll process the iron as well. We'll process a lot of that stone down. We don't need to process the stone. I'm just going to do it anyway. But what we can do, just to make life a little easier, because I'm a bit worried we might be a bit heavy for our wonderful thrusters here. So I'm going to have a look at, well, this is just base BA, this is private, so I'm assuming this is R1, so we can stick a waypoint on it, which means our base is there, which will make it nice and easy, because while our P menu says to us we're relatively good, this is dropping in kilotons rapidly as we head into atmosphere. To the point we could find ourselves with, well, quite frankly, not enough thrust. No, we're going to be okay. And of course, it's night time, because why not? And we come back in to our little base with things very different from how they were when we originally crashed here. We now have a full-on CV. Oh, and can't land. Oh, and our guns are, of course, our guns are going to take out predators because I haven't. And otherwise, I'm just setting the view back a bit so I can try in this darkness to find a spot to land. We'll probably end up taking out some trees here, but you know, that's what the new destructible trees thing done several patches back was all about. So I'm going to call that landed, and we'll turn off the thrusters because we're not quite landed, and then it'll sit itself down like that, and we can get out and enjoy the night. Now hopefully we're relatively level here. Pretty good. Look at that bit for a parking job. And our base here is still happily running. It's got tons of battery power. It will basically run forever. I will not destroy this. Now, I will keep this. And there is probably one last thing I will do to it, which will be to actually set up a med bay on here. And the reason I'll set up a med bay is because that way, if I need to, I can respawn here. Should everything go horribly wrong, there is... Oh, that... Thank you, guns. You took out the Tluropod. Oh, there is a gun on the bottom that took out the Tluropod. How nice of it. But yes, we will leave that portable constructor here. We'll take a lot of this. We have lots and lots of this, which is all good stuff. So in here, I'm going to start off just going straight to the ammo bay, and we'll put the ammo that we've got in there. Weapons and ammo for the minute, we'll chuck everything in there, but we'll sort some into trade goods, I'm sure. Now I do have a box I created for parts, which has some parts in it, but I suspect it's going to fill up fairly quickly. And if I put these in there, it might well fill up pretty fast. Not too bad. Trade goods, those can go in trade goods, and most of the rest can go into main goods, like that. Though this is technically parts, which again, I'm not sure how full that's going to be. It's going to fill pretty fast, and it's one of the small containers, which was foolish on my part. I should have made it one of the larger ones because it's going to be full already. So we'll just go to one of the larger ones and also use that. Now, one of the things that's not necessarily a bad idea to do is I don't need these thrusters or anything like it. In fact, a lot of these small carbon composite blocks I don't need. So it could be worth leaving some of this behind just in case I ever do get my ass busted back to the Stone Age. It's probably not likely to happen, but if it does, I can make sure that I'm not completely dead in the water. Just by doing that, I will have thrusters and stuff enough to build another SV. I won't have a warp drive, but I'll be able to go across to one of the other planets and pick up the cobalt I need for that. So, CPU extenders, these unfortunately are base extenders. We could deconstruct them to get what we need to increase our CPU, but we're probably not going to bother. So as I said, the one last thing I want to do here is to stick a med bay on here if we have got one, which I don't think we have one spare kicking around by the looks of it. So we're going to go in here and set one making. The one other thing I want to do is do our water containers, because the water containers can be hugely useful. So I'm going to put this one med bay in the queue. While I do that, I'm going to get the SV and just go and try and pick up the water containers, because as I say, they can be hugely useful for making fuel. Let's take all of that, and hopefully the short hop will be able to carry all the water. As you may remember, we stuck some water purifiers right over here, right here in the water somewhere. There they are. Now they're out of power, which is fine, it's to be expected, but they have, oh, not as much as I'd hoped water in them. Never mind, it's not the end of the world. We'll link up and we'll get those on, and we'll get these powered again, because again, if we do get our ass busted back, we can always use this to keep ourselves going. But these water containers will be helpful in making one type of fuel we've yet to unlock. So if we go into miscellaneous a second, you'll see here we have the large Promethium fuel pack. Now that is approximately 5 times, I think it's 5 times as powerful as a standard fuel pack, but also uses 5 times the number of Promethium pellets. So it's really just an expansion. This one, the next one, however, uses the same number of Promethium pellets but uses 10 hydrogen bottles which are derived from water. And these produce twice as much. So as long as you've got the water, I do think these are worth doing. Some people debate whether they're worth doing. I think they are. I believe it's a net gain. It does cost you some power to process the water into hydrogen, but overall I think it works out as a net positive. Oh, we're apparently shooting some more Tellura pods. Can we turn our turrets off of killing all the local wildlife? Let's turn predators off, please. There we go. Excellent. Now, the one thing I would love to do is, it would be very tempting to build a deconstructor, put it on that base, deconstruct these down and make these tier 3 CPUs, because I believe this is currently a T2 CPU. Yes. And while we have a little bit of room, we do not have oodles of room. So, it's a bit of a mix. At the moment, I've not probably got enough to put a shield on it. I have got enough to do some other things. Like, what I will probably look at doing is just, that's still processing, which is typical. Let's have a look what else we've got. We don't have a medical unit already here in the parts, do we? No. And we don't have a small constructor. So rather than put the large constructor down, which uses a large amount of CPU, I'm going to build a small constructor, because I'm pretty sure that these hydrogen things can be made. I think they can be made in a small constructor. If not, I will chuck down a large, but I'll stick down a small for now. Okay, so I came up with a quicker way of checking it. The small constructor cannot build the hydrogen bottles, which are these. So that does mean we'll probably need to chuck down the spare large constructor we had, which, yep, we can pull that one up, that's fine. Let's get rid of that one. Is that actually a light there? That is a light there, that's unfortunate. I might as well have left that pallet there, because I'm going to grab under the spare parts, I think it is. We still have a large constructor. So I'm going to grab that one and stick it down here somewhere. If I can. Why can't I? Because there's a piece of plastic right there. I'm very tempted to take that off now. Unless I can stick it there. No, I can't stick it there either. So I'm going to rip off that bit of plastic in order to stick it down here. In fact, I'm going to rip off that bit of plastic and that light, and then I'm going to stick it down here. And then I'm going to use the texture tool to make that bit of plastic less gaudy. And what I'm going to do is, in fact, I am just going to rip off that bit and that bit of plastic. So I'm already starting to modify my ship. But that is the nature of the beast. So one of the things that I always think you should start thinking about as soon as you have your own... I've got that in the wrong inventory, haven't I? That needs to be here, and it needs to be on your bar to actually be able to use it. So as soon as I get my first CV, the first thing I generally start thinking about is what my next CV is going to be. Now, I am open to suggestions. Divine Shadow was talking about what his favourite sort of more endgame CV is, and I am taking that as a suggestion in itself. So hopefully we'll see where that leads us. But if you have any other suggestions, do put them forward, because I will be interested. Again, I will tend to avoid things like, are you still shooting predators, damn you? Yeah, we're slightly over CPU, nothing terrible. What I am going to do before it goes and processes all my water is I'm going to process a bit more oxygen, say another 30. Let's make it 50. That'll be loads. That'll be more oxygen than I ever care to need in a very long time. So we'll get those processing, and we'll also use some of the Promethium to make 10 of those and 10 of those, which will be loads of those, which are multi-tool charges and drill charges. And then we are going to get it to process a bunch of fuel for us. Now, running all these constructors is surprisingly fuel intensive in itself, but like I say, I reckon it works out as a net positive, because it's fairly fuel intensive doing it whatever way you do it. So I will now proceed to put this... where am I going to put the med bay? Let's see. I think I'm going to put it about here somewhere. What I could do with it is a concrete block, which is probably in my parts container, which I can't see. Don't have a concrete block available, so I'm just going to use a steel one, because I have it handy and I don't have to build one. Really? So we'll put that down, and then I will put on there the med bay. And this is really, you don't have to do this, but this really is just a backup thing for if things went horribly wrong. It's highly unlikely they're going to go this wrong, but I like to be sure. And with that, we're back off to Sienna. And here we are entering the Sienna atmosphere. And A Glacial Grave Chapter 4 has started, and of course it is nighttime, because why wouldn't it be? So, we need to find the Crashed Titan. It's got land on planet, which we've done, find wreckage, and it is over that way, and we clearly have a Ziraxian scumbag base over that way as well that is shielded. So it says we're receiving a weak signal. They've put down a marker. Now there are going to be drones everywhere, and massive neodymium deposits. Fortunately, our guns will hopefully deal with the drones on the most part as we fly by before they get too many shots in on us. I was also thinking to myself, what happened to the grow plots I knew I had? And of course I've realised they are back in Omicron on the little ship I brought up from Omicron. So I'll need to go back and empty that ship out because I forgot. But there are some good deposits here, which I might well pick out some, probably in between episodes, because as I say, I am already thinking about the next CV. So do bear that in mind, because it's definitely something I'm thinking about. So I'm going to make my way over to the Titan. Okay, we're approaching the Titan wreckage. It is surrounded by resources here, so that is good to know. The Titan has broken into several parts. Yes, it has. And this is the rear. Scanning IDA, any results? Oh look, all the parts are here locally. You should make a flyby on all 3 parts so we can scan them better. There are so many golems here. Okay, well, 150 meters should be enough. Okay. How's that? That's the front. And we just need to go over the mid here. Now, really, I should probably get out and do this in the SV, which I will probably do in just a second. Returning results. You should now go to the front part, land nearby. I have marked an entry point. So I am going to plonk down the CV just around here somewhere. It'll take out a couple of golems. We'll turn the thrusters off, but I'll leave everything else on, because those gun turrets might yet come in handy. Oh, that is one thing I did not pick up, which I probably should have. I've got some logs, because we're not super loaded out with ammo, and it wouldn't hurt to have more. I will queue more up at some point, but I guess at the moment I'm making oodles of fuel, so that's not that on the cards. But that's okay, because we are burning through our fuel, so we'll top that up so that while we're investigating the Titan, the fuel can be getting made. So we'll take the SV for this job. And away we go. And it wants us to go to the front for an entry point, which it says is over here. Now you will notice I am now carrying cores, at least a core on me. I did have the constructor make a couple more, so I should really pick those up as well, because I always like to carry at least 2. But here is our entry point. And first of all, oh, I'm afraid we can't expect the Zirax to have left anything for us to find. Sandwiches? Good enough. We can expect sandwiches. There's something. Secrets, you say. Secrets and lies. Secrets and lies. Now, there used to be, if there still is. Oh, I'm just ignoring this. There's signals, blah, blah, blah. We want you to go get the signal. IDA is going to start to act weird. Oh, we can't remove that object. That's a shame, because you used to be able to. Because I'm fairly sure that in at least one of these, there is, or used to be, an alien loot container. He says, looking around in hope that there actually is. Why can't I get into that one? Aha! I knew it was there. I knew it. Are you kidding? Do I have to use crouch, and is this gonna work? Let's get it from here. Alien loot container. Thank you for your goodies. Not bad goodies either. I'll take it. This whole expedition is absolutely doomed. You are not wrong, sir. Titan console. Let's go. Main access point. Out of order. Login story. Well, we have to do this to move the mission forward, so I'm not going to read this. There is a large amount of stuff here. I've read it all before in previous things, so we'll go through, we'll do that, we'll get the key, we'll check this one, we'll get an installation boost. Can I take my EVA boost off and just put that off, because the EVA boost just in case I run into bad guys, is not helpful when you have an EVA boost in. Right, Titan front. So, we now have to find another console. Are we? I thought we were in Titan front already. We are. So we now have to find another token console, which is up there. I'll just have a quick look down here. Check there's nothing else of excitement. Nope. Okay. So we'll see if we can go back in over here somewhere. Yeah, you used to be able to cut your way in just by but now it doesn't let you. So we'll go back in from this side. This is much more tricky than it used to be. Now you have to actually do it properly. I'm just going to run down here again, just have a quick check round for the alien loot containers, just to check there isn't another one. I can't remember. There is, however, a gun. And nothing else by the looks of it. Nope, nothing else. Okay. So let's go and find the token console, which appeared to be over here somewhere, until the marker disappeared because I got close. Mind the gap and speak to the token console. Waiting for user interface, start token procedure. And again, you'll have lots of reading to do. We'll confirm, and we'll get the token, and then we can go back to our ship. And yeah, you used to be able to pillage all the Titan parts, but it looks like you cannot. I'm guessing there might be a core somewhere, but it's probably an admin core now, so I suspect it is not worth it. Right, let's head over to the mid, which is right here. Again, there used to be plenty of good parts to loot here, but it looks like, I'm assuming you have the same issue. Yes, we do. So we need to go and get the token console. See, I used to steal all these, like this boarding ramp and all of that. Sad times that you can't steal it anymore. But you know, that's life. And here we are. Anything for us? Another temperature boost. Right, let's have the token console. Same thing. Start the procedure. Attention, another log file was detected. We'll skip all the info and confirm. And then we have to do the rear. I'll say there is a large amount of story. I don't believe any of that's changed, which is why I'm not bothering to read it. And if you want to see it, have a look at one of my previous Let's Plays, probably the original Learning to Survive series, where I covered all of that and read it all out for everyone. Right, let's go to the rear. And what's going on here? Am I actually getting shot at, or are you just shooting that guy? Oh, you're just shooting that guy. I'm going to loot these guys just in case. They may have... Nope, not you. They may have Zascosium or Erestrium sometimes. And that is worth having. But not today. So, I'm going to go in here, I think. That's nice and close to the token console. Now, I don't remember there being an alien loot container in this one. But that doesn't mean there isn't. Medium armor. That's not bad. That's probably worth having. I mean, a heavy armor is good, but it tanks your food quite hard. Before we go and get that, there is confetti moss scrapings here. That's worth having. And yeah, we'll just, let's see, can I pop the drone out and make it really quick to move around? So there's a few containers here. No alien loot containers. I am just tempted to check around just to see I'm not missing anything. Because like I say, things may or may not have changed. Some of those containers may indeed have things. I mean, there are a lot of containers in here, but they only used to have very basic stuff. Okay, so I'm going to say that's a no. And let's go over to the console and get the token. So we start the token procedure, again exactly the same procedure, confirm the sequence, and we are go. And we seem to have done it fine, and now need to go to the bridge. The bridge should be over this way and up here. Oop, didn't quite get that right, did I? Fooled by the glass. So if we go up the bridge here, this is the original bridge. Well, slightly different. In fact, this is more than slightly different than the original bridge. So this is the system waiting for user input. So input code black, command codes reassembled, override access granted, and now we'll have a bit more story. And again, I'm gonna skip because there is masses and masses of story, but this is the important bit. This would mean the Zirax would send everything they have at this position, given the military sites nearby. This will leave you with only a few moments to get prepared. Better fight them with your vessel than on foot. Either way, keep the troops busy for a few minutes. Lock and or load is the case. So we will jump out the top, and we've got incoming in about 30 seconds. So we are going to leap our way into RSV. Thankfully there is low gravity. This is a good reason that the guns are on the CV, because that is going to help us out, because we are going to have spawning bad guys very soon. 30 seconds? 30 seconds? That's a long 30 seconds. Enemy contacts incoming. Oh, there is a lot this time. Holy crap. So, okay, there's a lot of drones here. Antennas adjusting, sending out. Oh, there's a big bomber. What a bastard. Let's go. Oh. Bank, bank, bank. I hope he doesn't bomb my CV too badly. Where are you, bomber? Okay, come on. Come on. No. I'm still getting hit here. Fortunately, my gun turret is doing a better job than I am. There's a bomber there. Is that bomber dead and falling? Or is that bomber is dead and falling? Okay. I am struggling to see where the bad guys are here. Oh, IDA has marked the location. I don't know what the hell IDA's been saying. I've not been paying attention, because I've been struggling with my own inability to shoot things down. Come on, gun turret. That's why I paid for you. Where are you? You're supposed to help with the fact that I can't fly for toffee. So we still got two bombers here. Hopefully they don't appear to be going for my CV. They appear to be going for the Titan. So that's kind of good. But do you mind just dying? Like, please? Oh my god. I can't shoot for toffee either. Ah! At least you got stuck. Deal with it. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Right, there's still two there. But as they seem to be preoccupied as well, I'm going to get out and loot this one. What could possibly go wrong? Everything's fine. Right, next up, let's take down this one. I don't know why my CV isn't taking it down, but kindly it decided to be pretty much already dead, and I think there's another one over there that's pretty much dead. And my gun is attacking the golem, which is fine. You take out the golem. I'll go and get this one, which is not dead, it's just stuck. But these things are tough as hell, as you can see. And this is why it was nice to have my CV guns on hand. Because yeah, that made it nice and easy. Now we can go and clear up these couple of drones over here. A big problem, there's a large plasma drone there as well. A couple of other milligun drones to pick up. And hopefully our ships haven't taken too much damage. We appear to be in fairly good condition. Not thanks to my flying at all. So we had a couple of drones here. A couple of milligun drones over here in this... Oh my god, that one fell in the bloody hole. And loot that one. Oh, my inventory is full, sir. My inventory is full. Weapons and ammo. We can chuck some stuff in there. Let's chuck a bunch of that in there. That will empty that out. And we can chuck a bunch of these parts in there. And that will have us nice and empty. And you, sir. Oh, I hope I can get back up to my ship here. There we go. And last but not least, let's see if we can loot that plasma drone that's over there before we go on to the next mission. Yes, yes, look, look, he's fine. He's dead. So again, just check out the golems. It's often worth checking them out. They do tend to have some good ores on them. Oh, another one. So they do seem to keep coming. There we go. And that is finding the Titan complete. Now we need to knock out the outpost. Sorry, knock. Oh, find the outpost. Okay, so we'll start off by getting this one landed. And we'll just splop this stuff away. And we will need to probably clear as much inventory as possible here. And I need to decide whether I'm going to take a light or medium or heavy armor. I may well go medium, I think. Though given my previous performance, I may end up going heavy. But I might go medium with the armor boost and go from there. But in all honesty, we'll head over to where the outpost is, but I think that is where we will be calling it for this episode, because the outpost is not too far away, a couple of clicks away, and it's a comms array. That comms array will go inside, and that will be the next major quest. So in the meantime, I think I am going to head over this way. But I am probably going to stop off and pick up the copper and some other resources at the same time, just to make sure we are nicely loaded up. Now we had promethium there. Titanium, how do we look on titanium? I think we're looking reasonable, but I will probably get some titanium. Are we sinking? Oh no, my dampening is not on, but I will probably take one of those titaniums as well by the looks of it then, and I will start processing all these ores, because this is how we're going to get our next CV. The main thing we'll also need to see if we can lay our hands on, which this planet may or may not have. Let's have a look here. No, we need gold. We do not have anywhere near enough gold at the moment, but we're going to need some. So anyway, I'm going to grab this titanium. Let's grab that large deposit, because that's nice and easy to get to. And I will see you next time when we will attack the comms array and do that entire POI. So I'll say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.